All right, everybody, here we are having a good time learning about the ancient Indians. We're going to spend a little time looking at the caste system, and together we're going to create a graphic organizer that might help you understand this concept, this idea that's created what I think is the greatest racial problem on the face of the earth, and which is in India. Here we go, the caste system. Okay, please follow along as I do this, and I'll be talking through it as we do this. So we're going to put our title up here at the top first. We'll call it India's caste system. India's caste system. Now I'm going to try to make it kind of pretty for you. You'll probably make it prettier than me. But there's our title, India's Caste System. All right, I'm going to be changing colors as we go. You don't have to. It'll be okay. All right, we're going to start it off with some bubbles. And we're going to talk about the group called the Aryans first. So we have Aryans. The Aryans move into India. So there was no caste system until the Aryans move in to India. All right, the Indians were fine. They had a bunch of different villages doing their own thing. All right, so the Aryans move into India. All right, and they really don't have as many people as them. They're strong and all. They're not farmers, they're warriors, but they need a way to control the Indians. So, the Aryans need a way to control everyone, or the locals. We'll call them the locals, the ones that have been there, or the natives, you could put. All right. There's our second bubble. They need a way to do it. So they scratched their head for a while, and they came up with this thing called the caste system. So they develop the caste system. All right, so everyone understands who they are and what their job is. All right. So the Aryans move into India. Aryans need a way to control the locals. So they develop this caste system so everyone understands who they are and what their job is. Some have nice jobs and some don't. All right, so this is what it looks like. We'll start here at the top. All right, the caste system basically starts off like this. At the top, you have, at the top is thousands. At the top there is thousands of gods. So that's where it all starts. There's all these gods up here at the top. Yes, this is a part of Hinduism. So at the top, that doesn't look very good, but at the top are thousands of gods. Okay, now, this is going to look like a pyramid. So I'm going to draw just a little bit at a time. All right, the first group, they're called the all right, here we go. The Brahmins. The Brahmins. This group are your priests and scholars. So your priests and scholars, those are your Brahmins. Show you my Brahmins. There's a Brahmins, priests, and scholars. There's a priest, there's a scholar, or a teacher. Those are considered in your highest part of the caste. They've got it the best. Okay, go down a little bit further. Now the reason this is a pyramid is because the smallest group is at the top. There's fewer of the Brahmins, which are priests and scholars. Let me go down to what's called I'm probably brutalizing the way you pronounce this, but it's called the Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas. Okay? This group, these are your rulers. Your rulers, your warriors, all right, and landowners. So Kshatriyas, rulers, warriors, and landowners. That's right. Okay, below them you have let's make this in green. Well, I'm going to add my little black more to my pyramid. This is a larger group, not the largest group yet, but a larger group. I'm just going to spell this. Starts with a V. V-A-I-S-Y-A-S. Vaishyas, maybe. Maybe Vaishyas. Well, these are your farmers and your merchants. So those that grow the food, and those that sell the food and other things. Farmers and merchants. Okay, and we're getting down to the very bottom. Here's the bottom of the caste system. Yeah, I think y'all know what it is. Maybe not. We call them let's make this group let's put them in blue also. This group is called the Sudras. The Sudras. These are your artisans. Your artisans and laborers. Laborers. All right. Sudras, artisans, and laborers. All right. Now, that's the end of the caste system. Now, these are all broken up into lots of other different smaller castes, thousands of different groups you can belong to. All right, this is not the end of it, though. We're at the end of the caste system, but they have a group below the caste system that do not belong to the caste system, but it's their largest group. It's weird. All right, they're not allowed to be a part of it. We call them they were called the untouchables. The untouchables. Okay? They're not a part of any caste. They are considered below the caste system. They are the roaches of society. The untouchables. They would do dirty jobs like sewage, dead bodies. They deal with dead bodies. What else would they do here? Live in extreme poverty. A lot of them were homeless. Okay. All right. So let's look at this just a little bit right over here. So you have the Brahmins, these are your priests and scholars. Your Kshatriyas, your rulers, warriors. There's a warrior, and your landowners. Those guys still have it pretty good. They're the second place. The Vaishyas, these are your farmers and merchants. You see your farmer selling anything. Things are kind of getting a little rough for them, but they're still not too bad. Here's your Sudras, the artisans, those that are making pots, making something here, and making something there, and laborers. Then you have the untouchables. Those are going to have it the worst. They deal with the lowest of the low jobs. They don't have it that great. All right? So there's your caste system again. Okay, what I want you to do when you're thinking about this caste system, so Aryans move into India. The Aryans need a way to control the locals. They develop the caste system so everyone understands who they are and what their job is. All right, at the top you have your gods. Then you have your Brahmins, priests, and scholars. Kshatriyas, rulers, warriors, landowners. Vaishyas, farmers and merchants. Sudras, artisans and laborers. And at the bottom you have the untouchables. Not a part of any caste. They do with all the dirty jobs. So decide which caste you would belong to, focused on the job. All right, what would you be? Are you a farmer? Are you going to be someone who develops things, an artisan, a laborer? Are you going to be a ruler? Are you going to be a scholar or a teacher, priest? Where would you fall in? And then put where you would be. I am a teacher, so I would be right here in society. That's where I would be. All right, last thing I just want to add here. Today, the caste system is illegal. Sounds pretty good. Anybody can do anything they want legally, right? Here's the problem. There's this thing called tradition. Traditions are hard to overcome. And tradition keeps the caste system alive today. The most racist place on the face of the earth, in my opinion, is India because of this tradition, the way that the untouchables are treated in society. Hope you pay attention and learn something. All right, here's your India caste system. Color it up. Make it look good.